ArsenalFanTV, time to get into the player ratings. I'm so deflated. At half-time, 0-0, I was thinking to myself, you know what? We've dug in here. This could be like Man City last week. I was kind of confident going into the game, but we conceded that goal, and then straight after that, the penalty, and then it was all over. Tottenham took control of the game, and you've got to say, if I'm being honest, they deserved it. It pains me to say it, they deserved it. They were the better team. There is no power shift, by the way. Like Ty was saying earlier, you've got to do it for quite a few years before, and win something, before you can say there was a power shift. But Tottenham Hotspur at this moment in time are a better team than Arsenal. We have to admit it. If we say they ain't, we're lying. So let's get into the player ratings today. Straight away, I'm going to give my man of the match to Petr Cech. 10 out of 10 today. He was brilliant. If it hadn't have been for him, it could have been embarrassing for us today. He pulled off some great saves. Even the goal that we conceded, that was a great save. It was just unfortunate that the rebound went to Dele Alli. But Cech was outstanding today. Great performance by him. The only thing is, maybe I should have marked him a 9, but I've already given him a 10 because he never saves penalties. That's the only problem. But listen, it was a great penalty by Kane, so he was always going to have problems saving that. Moving to the defence, Gabriel was doing okay, but he gave away a penalty. I mean, I haven't seen it yet to see whether it was a genuine penalty or not, but I still think sometimes you've got to make the decision for the referee. And you just stay on your feet, don't lunge in, because you're giving him, I mean, you've got all those Tottenham fans, you know, shouting for a penalty. You're giving them an excuse to give one, and I think he should have just tried to shepherd the player out. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 today. Koscielny, he didn't really do that much wrong in the game, to be honest. But we conceded 2 goals. 6 out of 10 for him. And Monreal as well. Again, I thought that they weren't too bad, the defence. But as I said, conceded 6 out of 10 for him. Gibbs, I thought today was a bit ineffective. I would have wanted to see a bit more from him. I didn't see any crosses coming in. I didn't really think it worked with him as a wing-back today. I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. Same as Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, you know, he didn't get a chance to get forward at all. He actually put in a couple of decent tackles in the game, but he just couldn't get forward. And I suppose you've got to credit Spurs for that. They didn't allow him to get forward, and it stunted his game. 5 out of 10 for him. Aaron Ramsey, a lot of fans have sort of put him in for a lot of criticism. I thought he didn't have that bad a game, to be honest. Gave the ball away a couple of times in the second half, but wasn't our worst player. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Granit Xhaka as well wasn't our worst player as well. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. But you've got to say Wanyama did boss the two of them in that midfield. Seemed to have a bit more power than him. But 6 out of 10 for them too. Mesut Ozil, again, in and out of the game. Not, you know, we want to see him stamping his authority on games like this. He wasn't allowed to do so. He was just sort of on the periphery of the game. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Same with Alexis Sanchez. He didn't really get into the game at all today. He was the only player really that looked like he could make something happen. I'm going to give him a 6. Olivier Giroud today I thought was very, very poor. Very poor today. Offered absolutely nothing in the game. I'm going to give him a 3 out of 10. He was poor today. Danny Welbeck, when he came on, showed why to me he should have started the game. He was lively, he was up and down, he was trying to get in behind, but just not enough time to make an impact. 6 out of 10 for him. Theo Walcott again came on, the game was done and dusted, so didn't really get a chance to do anything. 5 out of 10 for him. Moving on to the manager today, we've lost the North London derby, so I can't give him any high marks. The intensity in the first half was okay, but we didn't start the second half with that intensity, and our heads dropped. 5 out of 10 for the manager. Fans today were brilliant. I'm going to give the fans a 9 out of 10. They were singing, they were really behind the team. Yes, a lot of them did leave early, you know, with about 5 minutes to go because they were a bit deflated towards the end. But the fans today I thought were brilliant. They were really getting behind the team, and I feel so sorry for the fans of Arsenal Football Club this season, especially the away fans, because we've been to so many games and it's been so disappointing, and I just hope that the team can do better for them next season. So that's it, we've lost the North London derby. still a glimmer we can get into the top 4. Let's try and beat Manchester United next week, and let's try and win this FA Cup.